How's life at Leeds?
Good, thank you. Yeah, getting acquainted again with people I've known for quite a long time. Always found it a very welcoming city, and the people that's working there now were a lot of the people that were working there when I was there in 2003 and 4.
You know the ethos of the club, and you won the grand final with Leeds back in 2004.
Yeah, look, it's I know. Look, I was very privileged there to be involved with that team, and that team sort of had a lot of good young players there that went on to be so successful with Leeds Rhinos for a good decade. So your Kevin Sinfields, your Danny Maggs, your Rob Burrows, Chef Walker. There was a lot of names there that for the next 10 years or so there that made it such a successful club. But I think that was to do with people like Gary Heverington and Paul Caddick and the people there that sort of built that club. And the players, as I mentioned there before, are still sort of involved in the club. So it's and it's a privilege as well too to be coaching the club again.
And obviously the Leeds fans, it's been a roller coaster for them, hasn't it? The grand final, then the qualifiers, grand final, then the qualifiers.
Yeah, look, I haven't really dipped into too much of the last year before. I do know where the club has been, and it's obviously with myself and the staff and the playing squad there. We need to obviously get it back to where it's used to be. So we know we've got a fair bit of hard work to do. Got some improvements, but certainly have got a committed group there that want to. Obviously be successful. So whilst you've got that, you've got an opportunity.
Do you feel like you're getting there?
Oh, it's going to take time. I think why I say that there's some players there that we've obviously come into the squad now. We've got some young players there which are showing a lot of potential, which need to have what I call connections. Again, certain positions there where we've got something like Richard Myler and Tui, like two new half sort of combinations. Those are the sort of areas there we need to work hard at. Obviously there, Trent Merrin coming in, a lot of experience which will be great for the squad, and Conrad Hurrell as well. So not to forget too, Callum coming back. That's like a new player coming back. So we've got some work to do, but my main focus is to get to know those players and get to know the squad. 2 is just to make sure that our improvements are each week as individuals and as a team.
So what would you regard as success this year?
I think it's more about improvements. I think we need to be thinking about round 1. We've got obviously I think 4 or 5 training sessions there for round 1. That's what I think we need to focus. We need to focus on the job ahead. We need to focus about round 1 first up, and then as the season goes, there's obviously some challenges there. With our first 4 games we're away, which for me it's more about a challenge for the group. We're obviously playing the 2 grand finalists, league leaders. Salford, we've got some, obviously our first 4 games, but I see that as a challenge for the group, and we'll take it as that. So that's probably as far as I'd look, rather than the whole season.
A redeveloped stadium to look forward to as well?
Yeah, very good. Be nice with the final completion there of obviously the North Stand, so that'd be great. It's a tremendous venue, always has been, but just with the add-ons there with obviously the Caddick group there with the stadium, it's going to be probably one of the top stadiums in the competition, or it will be.